floor 3. Oh. It's been 1, 2, 3. You've just passed your 20th loop. 20. Is that a lot or too little still? Okay, so I will say this. I looked at the achievements for this game. There's like achievements for loop 50 to 100. This is probably still a small amount. Back to it. Granted, I don't think all of those are required loops. I do the sharpening zone! Yay! So if I go through the motions of floor 3, I can potentially save the key knife and have a new equip for Sifrin. Oh, hi. Okay. All good still. What's in this room? Oh, dog center. Burn books. Oh, oddly fits with the book. Yep, very technical and useless. Nothing here useless to us. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Useless but to think the fact that the craft stops casting spells would be useful to us somehow. Is that so? Well, I'm kind of curious. Just things we could have figured out ourselves. Rock craft smells like wet rocks. Paper craft smells like wood and leaves. Scissor crafts like scissors? Exactly. They all smell like what you expect. Oh, they're apparently another craft smell they're trying to figure out, which smells very sweet. Sweet, like sugar? But, oh, what? What is it? Sugar! It's been smelling like sugar for a while now. You freeze. So this mysterious sweet smelling craft might be time craft, I see. You freeze. How so, madame? So it's been frozen time for a while, hasn't it? Wouldn't be weird to think it smelled like time craft. You relax. Oh yeah. I can't smell anything though. Are you sure? Me neither. Wait. Now that funny man say I kind of smell it. It's very slight though. You really have a great sense of smell, Bonbon. No wonder you're good at cooking. Do you smell it in some places more than others? Can you smell sugar before we went into the house? No, not really. I only noticed it yesterday afternoon, I think. I smell it super strong near those sadnesses that give those crest things. Now watch it happen. Grab this. Okay, that's kind of worth. Learn the smell, even though that doesn't necessarily change things for me. But maybe there's a hint for something. should probably do some of these random fights, but I know I'm gonna encounter things along the way. Oh, it's a bomb. I don't want to do this random fight. Anxiety ticking does not make me feel good. Yep, I didn't get the earrings, so I couldn't do that little quest line. Oh, and I forgot to talk about Maribel about her things. I feel foolish. I don't know where the secret ingredient is. I know where the thingy is. That's in the village. Which I'll need to remember to grab. I'll need to do like a proper run where I remember to grab it. Bodycraft. Somehow avoid most of these fights. Not intend to avoid most of these fights. Great. Might as well go for paper. God damn it, I just don't want to fight the anxieties. Maybe I should. Maybe that's where the special ingredient comes from. Ziprin leveled up. Ziprin, you don't need the levels though. Yep. Love when they use that on there, though. Bathroom. You don't really need to go. You sit on the floor and think about nothing. You hear voices outside the bathroom. Listen in or stay. Go and listen. Maribel, how are you doing? If it's okay with you, madame, I just want to talk about anything other than how I'm doing right now. Of course. What about you, madame? Oh, I'm not fine at all, but what can we do about it? No matter what happens, the next few hours will solve all of my problems, one way or another. So, you may not know this, but in some countries, two women together would be expected to talk about men and love and nothing else. Would you like to talk about men in our lives and love and nothing else? We've only got one man, madame. And also, ew. But, you know, anything to get our minds off things. Quite right. But speaking of one man in our lives, do you think Isabu will finally do it? Do what? Confess. Confess? To whomst? Maribel. To whomst? Ah! God damn it, Maribel. Maybe you wouldn't have asked for a group hug if you'd realized Isabu was in the middle of something. Oh, change. Mirabelle, I can't believe this. Mirabelle. Oh, change. But it makes so much sense. Mirabelle. How long has this been going on? Weeks. Me and Boniface have been placing bets. Boniface it's a piggyback ride from me if Isabu confesses before we beat the king. I get a full course meal if he confesses after. What? Bonnie will definitely lose. Isabu would only confess after. It's the most romantic option. That's what I said. He is a very romantic lad. He is. Oh, I can't believe I didn't notice. I feel very stupid. Why didn't he tell me? I could have helped. I did ask him why he wouldn't talk to you about it instead of bothering me with his woes. And he said something like, Mira likes romance books, but I think talking about actual real-life romance makes her uncomfortable. Oh. Well, that's true. But Isabel's my friend. My romance book friend. I should be the only one he needs to talk to about this, and no one else. I think he'd like that. To talk about it with you, I mean. He didn't want to bother you with it, but I think he wanted to. You should talk to him. He doesn't have to talk to me. I'm surprised, madame. I thought you'd like gossip. No one can know I love gossip, Maribel. I'll never tell. You exit the bathroom. Different. If you don't know by now, you're more oblivious than the rest of them. Oh, it crashed on my phone. But actually, no, it seems to be working still. Refresh. Okay. Isabu is in love with Sifrin. And I watched the... Oh god, I saw it again. Why is there ghosts? Maybe if I beat the king again, I can get the actual confession, but probably not. Sure. Zephyrin, what are you holding there? Why, couldn't I fast forward? Floor 3. Well, at least we don't have to backtrack. This one. Okay. Now if I use the knife, I can also use the sharpening stone. Eh? No. Pockets. Souvenirs. Don't have anything on you that needs to be sharpened. I was supposed to use it when I picked up the key knife. Load. Didn't realize I was supposed to use it pre-using knife. Every stone applied to key knife. You try and focus sharpening on the knife. Doesn't seem to be getting any sharper. Huh. Is that how you sharpen knives now, Sif? Huh? What do you mean? I don't know. Feels like you surely say something when you're sharpening your dagger. Do you? You can't remember. Yeah, something's missing. Doesn't Zephyrin talk usually? They do. They mumble when they make things. Like mumble, mumble, mumble. A few weeks ago, you were carving a little wooden oddly, remember? And you were saying... something I can't remember. I can't remember either. Are we forgetting a Zephyrin now? As forgetful as Zephyrin now. This doesn't bode well. If I saw a piece of carving wood or some carving stuff, I'd remember. Could it be that easy? Carving. Where can you find carving tools or something? That would be in the pottery room. On... I want to say floor 2? Maybe even 1? I'm pretty sure it's not on this floor. Actually, I'm like ready to double check. In stars and time. Pottery. Room. I need a map. Body crafting room. It is on this floor! I need load. Load. Carving tools. Could you carve into pots? Please let that be the answer. God, I don't like you. Oh wait, no. Paper. Oh wait, paper. Fruit. Paper. Also rude. Carving tools. One big clay. Oh, 87. That is a later number. Pottery wheels. Could have sworn there was carving tools in this room. You're getting used to this. Something was here before. You always keep whatever weapons. Okay. Okay, the paper mache hands were there. Was there not carving tools here? Where would there have been carving tools? Crust poem room. Would have been... Oh crap, you don't either. Rock! Ow! Ow! Shit. Fuck. God damn. Just kept spamming the cry move, damaging everyone. I'd appreciate it. Of course, Bright One. May death bring it all back. Siffrin, no, Sif. No, stop it. Siffrin! Tug at your stomach already. The king strikes. Technically don't think I got much. And I do think I want to start back at the village. Back, you remember oddly. She couldn't move. Was facing away from you. Was always facing away from you. She can never move then, can she? She can't protect any of you. Can't protect herself. Can't even think about it. What face is she making during those final moments? Back to it. Okay. I think I'm gonna have a quick chat with Luke before I fully... Oh wait, no. I need to talk to her. Question. So which one will you choose? Sorry? Point at the pile of papers. What? What? How? What do you know? Answer me. This is a battle theme. Mirabelle's about to wreck Sifra. She has her hand on her rapier. You're choosing someone for something, right? Seems important. Maybe I can help? I suppose you must have more experience than I do. Alright. I would like your help if you'll give it. Experience. Sure. Thank you, Sifrin. But, this might take some time, so, make sure you have time. I have time now? Oh, okay. Okay, how to do this? Sit down next to me, maybe? You sit down. Maribel looks at you without saying a word. She looks worried. Maybe you should take the lead. So, what are these papers really? Oh, bonding proposals? Bonding. Like, when you promise to stay with someone forever? Is Maribel looking for a partner? No, wait, it's not exactly it. Maybe stop looking at me. It's more like, dating. Dating profiles. I'm not thinking about being bonded yet. Dating. Didn't think Maribel cared about that. You're still confused. Alright, well, before this all started with the king, I decided I wanted to, try to date someone. And so I asked the dating company and they saved a bunch of folders of people that I could meet and I could date. But I haven't gone through it yet. So I figured I could at least get that done today and look through all of them and make a list of people I could see myself dating. And suppose I need help. I'm choosing someone I could spend the rest of my life with. So I'd appreciate another pair of eyes. Or, just the one eye. As long as it's not my two eyes looking at this. And I also need a distraction from tomorrow very badly, so I figured I'd replace my anxiety about our possible defeat with, this. Mirabelle, you traded one anxiety for another. Oh, huh. But you think you can try and find out who would fit Mirabelle, maybe? Have a look then. Alright, I have a few profiles right here. She removes an immense folder out of her dress pocket. Was she carrying with her throughout your entire journey? Here's a few of them. So, you go first and tell me what you think, and I'll go after. Tell me what you think about him. She opens the file of a strong, buff-looking man. Is that Maribel's type? We have one of those at home. I'm going for it. What? Do you mean Isabu? Ew, you're right. Is that worth an ew? Either way, it sounds like masculine people aren't her type. Probably. Maybe she would like someone more feminine. You have someone more feminine looking. Looks through her files. How about her? She shows the profile of a gentle-looking lady. She looks like you. Ew, you're right. Is that worth an ew? So, well, you're not into feminine people either, apparently. What kind of person are you into, then? Oh, I don't have a type. I like all kinds of people equally. But if you had to choose... someone... nice? You're not. And someone... pretty. You not. And someone who... likes me? You don't nod. Yeah? No. Wait, let me think a bit more. I want someone who... She thinks for an awful long time. Well, what about you then? What kind of person are you into, Sifrin? Well, you think about an answer for an awful long time, but you then catch yourself. Wait, are you just gonna copy my answers? No! Okay, fine. You got me, Sifrin. I'm not interested in that dating stuff. Oh, that makes sense. But then why? So then why worry about it? You know, Sifrin, the change belief is very, very important to me. It's all around changing with a capital C, bettering yourself, becoming a better, different person. One of the ways to change is to try new things, you know. That's part of the reason the house offers so many different classes. So I'm trying. I'm trying new things, and some are fun and fulfilling and easy, and but you can't just go and only try new easy things, can you? Sometimes I have to try scary new things that make me uncomfortable, things I don't want to do at all, things she doesn't want to do, like dating. Yes, like dating. I feel this so much. Mirabelle, don't call me out. But you know, romantic love is one of the biggest ways to change. It's supposed to change you to bring new experience, and so I have to do it, right? To be a good housemaiden, I have to do it. I have to date, I have to love someone in a romantic way, I have to... Okay. I felt called out with the trying new things with dating, because I have been pondering that myself. However, the have to do it, absolutely not. I want to do it, and I am choosing to consider doing it and making conscious thought in that realm. But I don't think I have to. No. Have to is not a requirement. Have to is... It's more of, do I want to? Because I don't want to do, like, the dating app profile things. It's gross. I hate them. Tried them multiple times. Hate it. However, would consider dating. Yes. If I found someone. Yes. But, have to force myself through dating? Hell no. Ugh. Yeah, that's what I also find often, is... people are crazy. Also, people go on dating apps for, like, the express reason to date, and I don't commute romantic relationships that quickly. I have to bond with them, I have to sleep with them, I have to have children with... woo. You're also asking a lot. Mirabelle, you're picking a dating profile also. This is not the end-all be-all for you. And... yeah, she is. She's religious into the change god, so her form of change that she's looking to do with dating is the romantic change of dating, and you don't want to. And I don't want to. I don't want to do it, Sifrin, not at all. Dating, the idea of being in a romantic relationship, being with someone like that, I hate thinking about it. I hate the idea of it. She's striking me as someone who is actually like an aromantic. I really do. The idea of it alone is just awful for me to think about. I can't love someone like that in the way that I should love them. It's not the way you should. I don't like some of her thought process. Never happened, I don't think it ever will. Yeah, she definitely strikes me as someone aromantic, potentially even asexual. Well, if that's also the case. I mean, I will say, at least for Maribel, she's like heavy, devout, and involved in her religion way of life. Like, part of her thing is she took almost every class in the House of Change so she could try every new thing that came across. So in some ways this is her just checking another one off the list, but she's having more issues trying to check that one off the list. Because she isn't interested in this kind of change. And I need this to change, don't I? Oh, stars, this is heavy. You're not sure what to say. Maybe... Well, why do you need to change? Because I have to, Sifrin. I'm a house maiden. And I love it. I love helping people, getting to know them. I love learning new things. I love it all. But I have to change in that way, too. I wish I could just not do it. Not be someone that way. How about you change yourself by not making yourself force yourself to do things you don't want to do? But Sifrin, there's a pressure to force us to do that. And not only that, there's an intense pressure to force us to change. We have yearly festivals all around, showing yourself as a new person for crap's sake. Most house maidens have completely changed at least once, and I haven't. Isabu isn't even a house maiden and who's changed. And I haven't. And I don't want to change. I'm happy with who I am. I'm comfortable with who I am. Comfortable with the idea of not being with anyone. Comfortable with the idea of staying the same forever. Well, we have to change and bring new things in our lives and change our clothes, hairstyles, and even part of our personalities. To appeal to a deity that I don't know if they understand that sometimes. I just like to stay the same. Or maybe they do. Maybe that's why they haven't. And now, I have a list of people that I can meet that I could fall in love with, which I can't. That I can fall in love with them, which I can't do, and do things with them, which I will never do, ever want to do. All so I can change. And it makes me feel like a mistake. I must be broken for not being able to want these things, because everyone else can. Well, I don't know about the romantic part. But I don't want to do things with people either. Zephyr's an introvert by all measure. Why not? It's weird, right? Yes. Mirabelle takes a hold of your hands. You jump a little, but she doesn't notice. Yeah! It's just really weird. And gross. It's awful. I don't want it at all. Oh, Sifrin. You mean it? You really mean it? You understand? Yeah, of course. What a relief. To have someone who understands this at least. But it doesn't fix anything. I need the change. And dating, it's part of it, so... Mirabelle sighs. I'm about to burn these profiles. Sifrin, I know you don't follow the change belief, but do you have something like this? Something that brings you joy and community and faith? But other parts you don't know how to follow? Some other parts you don't know what to do with? Some other parts just bring you grief? Something that brings you both joy and grief. You think about the stars. It's more complicated than that for me, but yeah, I have something like that. So you do, too. How do you deal with it then? You don't. I just try not to think about things that bother me in general. The pure avoidance tactic. Sifrin. Not supposed to connect with you this much. I hate it. That feels a little too cowardly for me. Ouch. I mean, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say. You laugh. You know she didn't mean it that way. Of course not. You don't know Mirabelle had those feelings toward the change belief. She always seems so passionate about it. But the belief she loves so much is also the same belief that forces her into a box she doesn't want to be in. Honestly, that sentence feels like it should be it forces her out of a box that she doesn't want to leave. It's forcing people to change, but not for the sake of... I guess in a way it's forcing the idea of you need to change to better yourself, but does that change actually be for the better overall? Is kind of weird. Because the idea of the change belief that they've had has been kind of nice, but at the same time, this is highlighting of if you don't actually want to change and you're actually good with where you're at, why should you need to? Why doesn't she leave it behind then? Suppose it's not that simple. I don't know anything about your belief, but you could always game the system, right? Yeah, that's why I have some issue with, like, organized religion. Like, I believe in religion. There are, I believe in religion to some extent, and higher power to some extent, but at the same time, I don't want to mold my ideas based around other people's interpretation of those ideals. Just be good people to other people. And if people have more comfort being in a community that has that kind of system, great, as long as it doesn't hurt other people. Game the system? Change things by deciding not to change. If everyone changes in that way, then you'll change by not changing in that way. Then there's more than one way to become a better person, right? Changing. By deciding not to change. Different. That's not how it works. It should. But no one needs to know. Huh. Change myself by deciding not to change. Sounds challenging and fun to me. Right now you mean it. It does. It does sound challenging and fun. Mirabelle smiles at you brightly. You smile back. Thank you, Sifrin. Thank you for talking with me. Oh! Look at the time. You probably had other things to do, didn't you? Go. Don't let me keep you. I need to be alone for a bit. I have a lot to think about. I'll see you later, okay? Burn them. Memory of Faith. You will always remember this. One equipped Memory of Faith boosts all your housemaid's stats by 30? Ooh, wow. Even the game said wow. Your housemaid also learned the skill Holy Care Shield. Holy Care Shield is amazingly strong. When used, it creates a shield that makes everyone invulnerable to attacks for 1 turn. It's so strong you'll be able to use it when you and the housemaid have this You'll only be able to use it when you and your husband have this exact conversation. So if you loop back to Dormont, you'll have to talk to her all over again. Okay, remember that, okay? Oh, that's big. Oh, she moved from the spot, so I can't talk to her again. And she took the papers. You should have left them behind, Mirabelle. I'm getting your big plus. You have not gotten any new equip for your bow. But big plus 30 to all your stats. I love it. Now let me see if I can remember what Bonnie's favorite foods are. Because I probably don't. Bunny! Help? You don't? I don't know you. Okay, I do. You love rice. Yeah, that's true, but... And... pineapples. And the last one... God damn it. Malanga fritters are Sifrin's favorite. So I'm torn between palmiers and samosas. But which samosas? Yeah, I bet even you don't even know that. Which samosas are my favorite, stupid? Is it samosas? Okay. I'm gonna hope it's the first one. With cheese with potatoes? Nope. Damn it. You make it so hard, Bonnie. I'm just trying to help. I feel a little like a jerk for that. Hi, Stardust. So? Got any theories about the loops I'm trapped in? Why would I? Your name is literally Loop. Oh, stars above it is. But just because I call myself Loop doesn't mean I know anything. I'm just bad at names. But I'll see what I can do. What's your question? Do you know anything that could help? Such a broad question, Stardust. As I've told you before, I know as much as you do right now. How can that be? What do you mean? Are you here to help me? Why do you know more about the loops? Why don't you know more about the loops you're supposed to help me with? Don't you tiki me. Aw. I still don't have a good answer for you, Stardust. Isn't it already nice that you have me to talk about these loops? You could be alone, stuck with only your tiny brain for company with no one to talk to. Yeah, that didn't go well in the prologue. Okay. Well, why don't we summarize what we know about those loops? We might find something out. You sigh and nod. Nothing better to do, you suppose? So, you're currently stuck in a time loop for some unknown reason. Loop starts when you wake up in Darmon, and seems to end when you talk to the head housemaiden. Unless I die first or touch a tear. Yes. Maybe the loop considers getting frozen in time by the tear as a sort of death, even though I have Maribel standing right next to me who could reverse the frozen in time bit. But why are you looping back when you get frozen in battles? Huh? Isn't it because I thought the tears worked differently than an actual time-free skill? Is that so? Well, you're the one getting frozen, so you'd know. So you loop if something keeps you from advancing in some way. I wonder if other things would count as keeping you from advancing. Like what? Like if we cut off your legs, would you immediately loop back? You can't advance if you have no legs, right? I'd rather not test that one. Aw, but understandable. It is interesting, though. What makes the loop actually loop? Maybe. Does the loop consider talking to the head housemaiden something that keeps you from advancing somehow? Oh, maybe, but what would advancing even mean then? Towards what goal? Is there something that happens when you talk to the head housemaiden that makes a certain goal impossible to accomplish? As you found out, all of this might be the work of Timecraft, a power that should be impossible to use. But you and the king are somehow able to manipulate it. But am I manipulating Timecraft if I can't control it? But you can, can't you? You can more or less control where you come back, except when you talk to the head housemaiden, it seems, which brings you back to the start. But just being able to loop back in time and avoid death might count as you being able to use Timecraft. But if Timecraft is supposed to be too dangerous to even use, how did I get that power? How can you break the loop for good? Yes, those are the big questions, aren't they? I do wonder about the limitations of your power still. What makes you actually loop? Somehow I feel like finding more about that would be useful. Stardust, we've been talking for a while. So maybe not right now, but when you have some time, will you hang out with me for a bit? Huh? Hang out. I have a theory I'd like to test, and we haven't spent any time together, Stardust. I'm lonely. I want to have a long conversation with someone, anyone. I want to hang out. Again, it doesn't have to be right now. Little hangout time might last a while. Maybe even longer than the rest of the day. I'm sure you have plans for this loop, so I can wait until you have time, okay? A theory loop would like to test about other loops. It might be useful. Try to loop and hang out when you have time then. Yay. I'll be waiting, Stardust. In the meantime, how can I help you with this wonderful new loop? I can't help Bonnie. I already talked to Maribel, so... This might force me to loop, though, which would get rid of Maribel's new skill. So I'll hold for a hot second on that. And do that in a future loop. Book 87. That's it. That's the one. Oh. Oh, please tell me what happens in this issue. Please, please, you have to tell me. Oh, you didn't read it. You awkwardly smile. I will never forgive you for the emotional journey you've just given me. That's fair. Time to go back and read it. Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. Because Sifford wasn't actually reading the books, just counting the numbers.